I just sit here.
You're gonna be there with a pretty face. Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Miss Trina with Chat with Trina. How are y'all doing today? Thank y'all for making the choice to click in and make sure at the end of the show you go to youtube.com/chat with Trina. Hit subscribe and then click that little bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Y'all, I gotta let you know that I'm in with my friend tonight, Mr. Donnie Lewis, the Louisiana country boy. Hey, hey, hey.
Hi.
My worthless 2 cents and my co-host on Speak on It.
I am very appreciative that I am a guest up on your show tonight. I thank you so very much for inviting me to be a part of Chat with Trina.
Well, I appreciate you joining me tonight. You know, we were talking about before we got on, y'all, that everything happens for a reason. And it's so funny because we both had if it's okay for me to say that, Donnie, I won't say no names or like that. But we both had guests. Now, for me, I don't get mad. I get really disappointed sometimes when mine don't show up. You know, Donnie just know how to blow stuff off his shoulder. He'd be like, whatever, on to the next. I be feeling a little some kind of way. But it worked out because he did still have his guests, so he thought this morning. But I knew I didn't have mine as of Sunday. So I had already decided I was going to come on and do something that's really super duper important tonight. Oh my gosh. I gotta, can you talk for a minute? Can you think of something to talk about real quick?
I can think. I can. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Look here, y'all. I am a guest. Just so y'all know, this is not my show. This is not our speak on it. This is actually Chat with Trina. The Louisiana Country Boy has been invited to be a guest upon the show to support my co-host, the Little Diva, Chat with Trina. I am honored that I was asked to be here. I did have a program, and I may go on later on after this show to do my Wednesday. I will always be on Mondays and Wednesdays, regardless. I had a guest that took ill, and I hope she gets better real soon. I really do. My prayers are out to her. But since we didn't, and she asked me to come, so guess what? I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna support my co-host um, tonight. It's from my understanding, I don't know all the details. The old boy is just here. So look, I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna shut my triple trapper most of the time just to support her. And I just want to say this. I want to say first of all, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for watching, for supporting us, for sharing what we do individually and collectively. I greatly appreciate it. I know that she appreciates it so very much. Y'all know I got an old big mouth, and when it comes to saying thank you, I mean it from my heart. I know that you could choose to go anywhere, you could choose to listen to anyone, and I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support. I really do. The mission, the vision will go forth. It will go forth. What God has intended for us to do, we will go forward. This thing is not built on me. It's not built on Trina. This thing is built on God. It's built on His foundation. So we will go forth with that. Okay, I'm sorry. The host is back. I'm gonna shut my trap now. Don't y'all tell her nothing I said. Don't. We can't hear you because you're muted. You're muted.
Okay, I'm not muted no more.
I'm sorry. The host is back.
Okay.
Don't y'all say. Look. Don't y'all tell her nothing I done said while she's gone now.
I can hear everything you said.
Oh.
First of all,
Oh Lord.
um,
She done heard everything.
I
See,
heard
that's
it.
what be happening. You be trying to say something and folks be listening. Good Lord. I thought I was being quiet.
Nope.
well, ma'am, since tell us. Oh, that's right. I don't ask no question. Well, tell us what the show is about tonight.
We finna talk about it. We finna get it. So what I was saying when I left that, it worked out perfectly because it was something that I wanted to talk about, and I really didn't want to talk to the walls. And again, y'all know Donnie will talk to the walls. He'll talk to
I
whatever.
sure will.
He'll
I
talk
came
to
up
the
in the
tree.
I came up in the country. Let me tell you, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up.
No, you can't. You just
I came up in the country. Look, and they used to tell me before when I became a minister, they said if you can go out and preach to a tree, you can preach to anybody. So I started. That's where I started. I used to, hey, I'm a country boy. Talking to the trees was fine with me.
That was
So, and I'm the baby boy. So most of the
oh,
time,
that's right.
most
Fall
of my
self.
years, I was at the house by myself anyway. So, I done learned how to play football by myself. I played baseball by myself. We had an old chimney. And what
Mm.
I used to do was
You
I
just said
tore
Kimberly.
a chimney. Yeah. I used to throw the ball. It wasn't a baseball. It was like one of them tennis balls. And I
Mm-hmm.
had a glove. I used to throw the ball at the chimney. Then whichever way. That's how I learned how to catch. I did. So, but anyway, that's
Well,
that.
my dad, that's where I got it from, I believe. My mom was a social butterfly. She's not so as social of a butterfly anymore, but she was a social butterfly. My dad is a talker. So I would say he's still a social butterfly, but he likes to talk. My dad has never met a stranger, and that's me. I walk in the store and I'm gonna walk out, talk, and I had a whole conversation with somebody. I'm gonna know your whole life history. I
Yeah.
enjoy talking. I enjoy talking to other people and learning about who they are, which is hence chat with Trina. And speak on it.
Mm.
We still tweaking on speak on it.
Still tweaking it.
But we love the results. Love it. Anyway, so what am I trying to say? So I told Donnie, well, can you come on with me and we talk about stuff. And tonight's topic for chat with Trina is that and just a lot of you that normally tune in to Donnie's show, thank y'all for tuning in today, clicking in today, and being able to see what chat with Trina is about. And make sure y'all go and join my subscribe to my channel, or just take a peek and decide if you want to subscribe, because there's some great shows on there. I have chatted with many people from all walks of life, from musicians, politicians, well, public servants. The person I'm going to speak with tomorrow, he's the one that told me I got to start saying public servant, not politician. So public servants, singers, actors, authors. My words was 2 cents. So go and look through. I've talked to couples about how they make their love work. So yeah, check it out. But tonight, we're going to be talking about something that I think
Can I say something?
Yeah, of
They
course.
they ain't never coming on my show because they always gonna be politicians.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't never. Don't worry about it, Mr. Politician, Miss Politician. Hey, if y'all ever want to keep it 100, look here, come on over to the table because I'm gonna call you a politician.
Oh gosh.
All right,
Well,
I'm sorry, I forgot.
well, I'm trying to be politically correct, or publicly servant or correct. Anyway, let me hush before they decide not to come anymore. What was I going to say? Oh, so tonight we're going to talk about something that I think everyone has probably dealt with in their lives. The people that I think should be watching this show tonight on my behalf, they probably won't watch. But it's okay, because they're gonna sneak and watch Country Boy. They're gonna sneak and watch where they think I can't see that they watch, and it's okay as long as they watch and know this is pertaining to them. But all of us have been in situations, that that don't serve us anymore. Relationships, romantic relationships, and like we talked about tonight, family members that we've stayed up under because we felt, because we were family, we have to stay intact. Businesses, jobs. I stayed on a job for 5 months. I went and got a really position that I wanted. I thought I wanted, and I prayed for this job, but I didn't pray that it was the right job. I didn't pray that it was a great non-toxic environment, and I prayed, and He gave it to me. And I got there, and I was there 5 months. It was time for me to go. Not ashamed of it at all. I needed to get out there. So I knew it wasn't serving me. I knew that it wasn't serving my mental health, and all of that's important. So I'm saying that to say today I am going to be letting something go that is hard to let go, put it that way. Very hard to let go. And I'm not saying I'm gonna be able to do it all in one whop, but I can't let it go completely because I love it so much and I have such a passion for it, which is why I was trying to continue to do it. So for me, I was a part of I'm part of a community of dancers, and I started out as a dance student. It was swing out dancing. So I started out as a dance student. Then I became a dance instructor for like that long, because that was not Is it Bailey Went? What y'all be saying in the country? Bailey Went, it wasn't my thing, wasn't my bag. So I decided to do what I do best: talk, tell people where to go. Because even before, which is what they don't know, prior to me joining this big dance community, I was the person that people said, where's it to go? I was that person before I even knew there was a such thing as swing out, dance, community, any of those things. I was that person. So I thought, what could I do to stay in this community, to be a part of this thing that I thought was so awesome and so cool and so wonderful? What could I do to give to it and be a part of it? What's my talent? And my talent was that I had a website. Well, I was trying to have a website created. And you know how you ask people to do stuff and they be dragging their toes and dragging their toes. So you know what I did? Said, never mind. I built the website on my own. I had never built a website before the time. I built my own website. And my website, it told you where to go to dance, where to go get dance classes, where to go out to dance and have a good time with dancing. I was a total dance promoter, marketer, all of that stuff. And I loved it. People would think that I became popular because of that. Those people who are small-minded and didn't know me before that, that's what they thought. That's what made me Trina. But it did not, because I was popular in high school. Right. And that's something about our dance community. A lot of people weren't. And so they get into this thing and they find this, and it's a lot of things. I feel like sororities, fraternities, all of that. I think some people, they get into those things because they don't have self. No, I'm not gonna say that. Donnie would say it, but I'm not going to say it. You would say self-worth, maybe a lack of self, and they want to belong to something. And what I've seen happen over the years with this community is that people became into cliques and little pockets. We talked about cliques the other day, didn't we, Donnie?
We did.
They came into cliques and pockets, and they're bullying and mean and stuff. And we talk about cancel culture. You know what cancel culture is, right? Mm-mm. Cancel culture is this new big thing to where, I don't know. Let me think about somebody. Oh, Don Lemon. Well, they didn't try to cancel him. Let me think of somebody else. If you say something wrong, or you say something someone doesn't like, or you do something opposite of what someone, I'm frozen. Are you frozen?
I don't think so. I'm looking at me.
Yeah,
move.
You're frozen too.
I'm froze. Uh-oh.
Why are we froze?
But we still talking though.
We still talking. So it's probably my computer. Can you see me moving?
I don't see you moving. You froze right there.
Yeah, that sucks. But anyway, so the show must go on. Let's see.
That's right. Did it?
So it's just I don't like the pose I'm in.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Is that vain or what?
Oh my goodness. Look. Oh yeah, you did freeze. We both. Wait a minute. Well, look, you froze. I'm still moving. Oh, hold up. How you just gonna leave me up here by myself? I'm watching me on the screen. Oh, don't be leaving me.
Well, you can't stay on, because if I hang up, it's gonna hang everybody up, right?
No, I can stay on because you went off a minute ago.
No, I went off. Okay, let's see. If you can stay on, stay on.
Yeah, if I stay on, just try to go off and click back on. I sit right here and hold it down. I'm gonna hold it down till you come back.
Hold it down.
I'm gonna sit right here. Y'all wants to hear me sing? Look, I know. I know that most of y'all are listening, tuned in to chat with Trina. Well, look, if y'all tune in to chat with Trina, all of Trina's followers, hello. I am the Louisiana Country Boy. This is her show. I am a guest up on her show tonight. It is wonderful for me to be here again. I say it. So to all her fans and all her family, hey y'all, it's Louisiana Country Boy joining in tonight to support my co-host on her show. I was invited and I'm happy to be here. She's going to talk about, and she just gave a little bit of it, and I didn't know what was coming up. I knew a little bit about letting go. And man, I tell you, I did a little. Okay, I'll be right here. I did a little bit of a story a while ago about letting go, so I know a little bit about that. But I think what it is more than letting go. Sometimes we hold on too long. I saw a post once, and it was It was about a fella, and it showed his hand, and he had a rope in his hand, and he had been holding on for so long to the rope had just cut into his hand, and he was bleeding. See, and that's a lot of us sometimes, and I'm not sure what she's going with it, but I'm gonna just give my worthless 2 cents. Sometimes what we do is we hold on to things and we grasp onto them and we wrap that rope of let me see here, let me put that rope. We wrap that rope of commitment. We wrap that rope of love. We wrap that rope around our hands so tight to where the other party is pulling away, we steady trying to hold on. And what we end up doing is causing self-inflicted wounds because we can't let go. Or we won't let go because we have become so caught up in it. Okay, I'm gonna shut my mouth now. She
No,
back.
finish that. You can't stop.
Oh,
Finish that
but I was
statement.
just telling them about this. I was just telling them about this post that I saw and how I know about that part of it personally. Um, is we have those things, and I have. For me personally, I wrap that rope of commitment. I've been committed to some things, relationships, where the relationship had basically terminated itself, but I was still trying to hold on to it so tight that what I was doing was cutting into my own flesh. And look at here, let me tell you something. There's nothing that was worse for me than realizing I was causing my own self-inflicted wounds trying to keep something that didn't want to be killed.
Yes. And we all do
Nothing
that.
worse. And that personally, but it took a long time for me to get that. And the other part of it was for me, letting it go meant I was a failure. Letting it
That,
go
that
meant that
part.
I give my all. Why do I can't let it go? Because if I pull and I keep pulling it back, it's gotta wanna come. Because the reason it's gotta wanna come is because it sees how committed I am. I'm so committed to it. Why it can't be committed to me? You know, I've worked at many of places, and I've been terminated before. And the termination, the worst part about being terminated from it was I look back and I go like, man, I was at this job early when nobody wasn't there. I came into this. Ooh, I came into this place, and I would leave my family to come here. To I'm holding on. I'm showing you how much I care about you.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, you showed me how much you cared about me. And it left me with the feeling of what more could I done? Because you couldn't have left me because I wasn't committed. You couldn't have left me because I didn't support it. Why was you leaving me? I'm gonna have to stop because then because
I love it.
that ain't even about a job. Sometimes that's about relationships. You hold on to it. You hold on to that rope that's cutting you, that rope that's making you bleed, that rope of love, that rope of commitment, that rope of sacrifice. You giving all and you holding on to something that don't want to be held on to no more. And you giving your all to it because you don't want to feel like a failure. Not that it makes you feel like a failure, but letting go makes you feel like a failure. I can't say you made me feel like a failure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Made me see like you don't see what I was given. What I was here at this job every day. I came in early. I stayed late,
That is so true.
but I'm holding you, and you steady cutting. You steady cutting. I had a ex of mine once. One of my ex, y'all know I got plenty of them. I had an ex of mine.
You didn't have to say that.
You didn't let me on your show now.
I think you gotta saying that.
I had an ex of
Oh
mine
boy.
one time that said something. And it didn't resonate until later on. She says, sometimes you in the ring fighting, but you're fighting by yourself.
Wow.
Sometimes we fighting for things, we fighting for people, and we in that ring by ourselves.
Yep.
We in that ring, they not fighting with us. They not
Nope.
fighting for us. But we steady in there trying to be the men or the women of valor, standing up, beating our chest, so they will see that we fighting for you. Can't you see I'm fighting for you? And they don't care about that.
They don't.
Let
And
it go. Mm.
let it go. Country boy knows well. Anybody that's kind of listened to me a little bit, since January knows my vision board. I do a vision board every year, and so my vision board this year, my vision board. I'm sorry, y'all. My vision board this year. I am just a mess tonight. What is going on with me? Um, it's the theme of it is let go, move forward, and it was about this community that I'm speaking of. And again, it's so hard to get the word. I want to get the word out to them on how I feel and what I've dealt with, and so they can understand, and hopefully they won't do it to other people. But they never listen, they never watch. So you know how it goes. You talking to people and they because they don't want to hear, they don't want to know, or basically they don't support. But I try. One the story back to the story was this is what I gave, and I gave so much of myself to this dance community. And when I say dance community, it's Houston, Austin, Dallas. Like I travel to these places to date, not only just dance, but to take pictures and stuff like that. So we could. That's how we spread it. We spread the love of dance at the time, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. But what I regret is time that I can never get back. Just what you said, you was going to work every day, you were being there on time, you was doing what you're supposed to do. I would go to 2, 3, 4 events in one night to make sure I made everybody's event because I felt my job as a promoter was to do so. And I would hear back, oh, Trina come to your event, she just stay for a few minutes, then she leave. Well, I'm trying to make it there. If y'all could give me events all on one night, that would help. Let's start there. But so you would hear stuff like that. But I still loved it. I mean, I gave events. I gave some really good events. I used to give an annual all-white party. I gave an annual gala every year to where I recognized, and I'm gonna say we because I would always have a committee, and my committee would be comprised. And I'm saying this part because I think it's important that my committee comprised of people that weren't, how can you say, I got different people every year. New people come to the dance community all the time, and I watch people just like I watch on Facebook and Instagram. When I want somebody on my show, I would watch people. So I'd watch these people come in the dance community, just be there, but they weren't doing anything. So I would ask them, "Hey, would you like to be a part of something?" So I would pull them on my committee. So I definitely did not have a clique because I didn't have the same people every year. Now the girl that's my best friend, my ride or die, she was there. She was always there because that was my girl. And my mom, of course, is always there. But other people, I would always rotate them out, in and out. If they want to stay, of course, they're welcome. But I would bring someone new in for new blood, one, but two, to allow other people to be a part of this awesome dance community that used to be awesome. But anyway, so long story short, as time went on, several things happened. There was a breakup of things. Women became, instead of women being leaders, women started becoming the people that were behind the scenes. And that's just something I don't believe in. I'm not cooking your food. I'll serve your food if I want to, but don't call me and say, "Hey, can you serve my food?" How about I'm part of the committee? How about I'm leading the committee? You know what I mean? So, and I want everybody to know, I'm not saying I'm too good. I'm just making a point as far as how leadership has changed from how it was when I was a part, and it started changing to now most of the leadership are men. If you see the women, you see them in the pretty dresses and dancing. but you don't see them leading. There are a few new ones that have come on and they're leading, but they didn't want certain people to lead. So started backing out of that. It was just so much mess and so much drama. I backed out for a while. Mental health, I needed to take a break. But I tell you, when you say with these jobs and stuff, how you go every day and be on time, I miss time out of my kids' life to be a part of this. And that's something that I'll always regret. That's how much I gave to this thing. It was that important to me. And I will always, always have that regret. Now, I didn't miss big things. I was there for my kids, but there were little things that I missed out on because I thought I needed to be somewhere else in my immature mind. So ending of that, so things started happening, such as being boycotted. My last gala that I had, which used to be 250 to 300 people, they boycotted. They didn't show. And it was the most hurtful thing in the world to me at the time. There's been other hurtful things because people have died, more important things. But that time it was the most hurtful thing. I even did not have, and one thing about me is when I have an event at a venue, my venue is paid for before the day of the event. This time, that's just to show you how many people didn't come. I didn't have the money to pay for the venue. But the guy that I had my event there every single year, and I was also a part of another organization prior to this. He knew who I was, and I was talking to him. Trina talks, so I was talking to him on the way, so he knew what I was dealing with. And he said, "Don't worry about it, child. Tax write-off. I'll write off. It's no problem. I know what you're dealing with. Don't even stress about it." And he let me roll with that. So when I took my break for a while to get myself together, I came back. And I thought, so the website. So y'all know you do pay for websites. Y'all know that every month you pay for websites. You got to pay for your website. You got to pay for your domain name. That's 2 bills. So when I came back this time, I decided I was going to come back in a different way. People had, So I came back in a different way. I was going to come back where I was going to have boundaries. I was going to have, because not only did I have that website, every single week I sent out what I call the T-blast, like an E-blast, but it was a T-blast, Trina, T-blast. And I would send out every week what we are doing. Where's the go? If you were having an event, you were going to be on the list. Everybody was on the list. All things on the list. And I sent out every week. So everybody loved it. I even used to do like a little review of different events that I would go to. I'd post the pictures, so all of that. And people love the people still ask me about that sometimes. But if some people, if let's just say if I spelled a word wrong, they would call and literally curse me out. We had a breast cancer walk. It was a dance community breast cancer walk that me and another young lady, I was doing it, and then she was doing it, but we didn't know. When we found out we both were doing it, we were like, well, let's join forces. We joined forces, and I don't really know what happened, but because I don't remember it, it really wasn't that important to me. But she called me the next year as I was planning and preparing for the breast cancer walk. Called me in the middle of the night, I'm gonna say 1:00, and said, "Hey, I heard you are planning my breast cancer walk." What I thought was, I thought it was the Sisters Network walk for the breast cancer survivors. And she said, "Well, I'm gonna show you what I can do." Didn't know what she was talking about. I wasn't it. I was just trying to do the breast cancer walk. Do you know she took the team that we had built? And I don't blame her. I blame the people in the dance community that went. Because they went. They all went. I walked literally by myself that year. Literally. And that's when, and at that point, there goes our topic. When to let go. When to walk away. Do you think I walked away? No, because I loved that community so bad. It was like, okay, well, I'll just regroup. I'll rebrand. I'll just start over. Anyway, I took the break, came back, and decided to come in with boundaries, different things like that. I'm not going to be a yes person. I'm going to give you the energy you give me. So when I started coming back, I went ahead and started a website, another website. Oh, and let me just say this, so in case she hears it from somewhere, someone did I had a second website. I had it upgraded, and I let a young lady, she's a DJ for Swing Out, wonderful woman. She redid my whole website for me during the early days. It was so nice. She did it for free. She did it as a gift. But so when it came back, I had to redo my website. My daughter did my website this time, and again, you got to pay for that every month. So my website has been up now for, COVID was here 2 years, so I'm gonna say 4 years, 4 years since I've been back to the dance community and have the new website that I've been paying for every single month. So I let them know that I was coming back. I gave out my new cards, told everybody I was coming back. I'm ready to get back doing the T-Blast. The website is there. Join the distribution list. And as I was throughout the time, these 4 years, nothing. Do you think I stopped? Because I just knew this is important. This is important to me. And I love this dance community. And I know that I can do great things with it, because I did. I have done great things, and I want to continue to do great things. So then I'm going to get to the point of this story, y'all. I just have to give y'all all the background so you can understand. So, well, I mean, this is story time, and get it all off of my chest. I recently went to an event, and if I tell you, I felt so out of place amongst an ocean of people who I have been dealing with for years. You ever felt like a stranger in your own home? That's what I felt like. I felt like I shouldn't have been there, like I wasn't wanted. It was a weird feeling, because to be honest with you, like I said, I was in the mix way for that, for the dance community. But so to go into a place and I don't know, does that sound vain? I don't know, that I expected to be welcomed, and I was not. And there were people here and there. And I think, Country Boy, I walked outside to call you so I wouldn't cry. Or did I cry? Was I crying? I don't know. I felt like crying. But I thought, these people do not want me around. They do not want me to be a part of their community anymore. They are done with me. But I didn't stop. So as of last week, I was thinking, I had this great idea of this grand event I want to give. And I'm not going to say what the event is, because there ain't no damn way that I'm giving it to them to do. I'm going to give it to somebody, but I ain't going to give it to people that might be nosy and listening. Because it's one particular thing that I did say I was going to do, and I put it out there, and they did do it. But anyway, last week, I was thinking about this event that I want to give that I think would be so awesome for our dance community. And lots of people are doing it. It's trending and everything. So I called 2 people who are they love me, but they're very straightforward. They're very honest and very transparent to me at all. And mind you, I don't talk to one of them. I probably talk to once a year, and the other one every so often I talk to. So I called them because I knew I could trust them with what I was going to tell them. And the first person I called said this. I think that's a fact. Well, first of all, she was telling me that she's about to go into a new realm, so she wouldn't be able to help me, but she could work as a consultant for it. But she said, "Oh my God, I think it's a great idea. I really do." She said, "But I'm gonna ask you something, and I want you to think about it." She said, if you do this, who's your support going to be? Where are you going to get the support to make it successful? You can do it, but who are you going to get to support the event? Come in the space that you're in now. Now, I want y'all to understand, this is not a person who's mean. This person loves me, and I trust her for that reason, that she's going to give it to me. She knows what I'm capable of, but she knows how silly they are. And so she said that, and I said, yeah, you're right. Now she said, now you can't go to the outside of Houston. You can go to Dallas. They're going to come. You can go to, she told me, Austin, Beaumont, but it's just your Houston people that you know. Who are you going to get to support that event? And she was absolutely right. And I still said, okay, well, I'm going to take that in. I'm going to reflect on it. Got the phone. I called this other person who was a male, who's very straightforward. He's another you, Donnie. He don't care what nobody say. He going to say what he got to say, and that is what it is. He said something close to what she said. I'm going to support you in anything that you do, but you understand you got some silly folks, and you got to have people to be there. She said, now me, you know me, when I give it, but I don't care if don't nobody come. But you need people there. So, based, and these weren't his exact words, but it's what he was saying. But who are you going to get to come? And I took that, called you, but so, then after that, I did some soul searching and some thinking on the events that have transpired over the last couple of years. I just thought about a lot. I had the opportunity to take what they said and really dig deep into my thought process. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, it would have been Sunday morning, I woke up and something said, cancel that website, shut it down. It's time to be done with this. You've got to move on. It's time. Your vision board and your theme for the year says let go. I know you want to be around those people. I know that you love that dance community. I know what you can do with that dance community, but it's time. You've given them enough of your time and they don't want you. And maybe it's not that. It's they don't. The word fear, because I think I said this to you, the word fear came to me. So they don't want you, but it's not because they think you're a horrible person, it's because they're scared. They're fearful of what you would do if you were able to come back. Because one thing I did leave out, this young, I'm not gonna call him a gentleman. I was gonna give him that, but I ain't gonna give him a gentleman. This young punk. Is that what my daddy used? My daddy used to say this punk. He used the word punk a lot. Y'all used to use the word, the N word a lot back then. He would probably say that. He would probably say that word. He told someone when he found out I was coming back, we can't let her come back at the same status that she left here in. And you know how you always say, you ask people, well, what did you do? Mm-hmm. Well, what did you say when he said that? I didn't ask that though. I should have, but I didn't ask that. So it just, all of that came to me. But it in that middle of the night, it told me, cancel the website. So when I got up the next day to look at my website, go into my website, look at it, I looked at the date that it renews. Guess what the date was? So my show is on Wednesdays, which is May the 3rd. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be renewed tomorrow. That's when they would take my money out for the new cycle. So I said, wow. Do you feel where I'm going with that? Like, mm-hmm. It's a perfect sign. Like, it's time to stop this madness. Not saying you can't, if you want to go to something, if you want to go dance, but it's time to end and I see you want to say something. Please say it.
I do. And love you to death, but here's what I want to say, and here's mm-hmm. what I will ask you. Is I know that it is very painful, and speaking and what we do, and I know this is chat with Trina.
No, you're fine. But you're an invited guest.
we're always about being transparent. We're always about speaking honesty. We're always about healing. And I think that what I have not heard, I've heard a lot of things that have happened and things that have been done. And I've as I sit here and listen as a friend, as a co-host, as a confidant, I have not heard you. You kind of skated around it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And if being done and getting there means, I think we did a show on it. If you want to be truly, it's to just say, I mean, it's your show, girl. What they gonna do? Stop watching you? So what? If they hurt you, and from my understanding, I want to stand on this. It's not the organization. It's the bodies inside of the organization. Okay, it ain't the company that we leave. It's the employee or the managers that are there that force us out. Marriage ain't bad, but it's the parties that are inside the marriages that cause the thing. So what I say to you is it's your show. If you want to call and say, you know what, you hurt me. If you want to call them out right now and say, you know what, Jan, you hurt me. Billy, you hurt me. See, because I'm saying this, and I say this to you, but I'm saying it to everyone. See, when you can see the words let me tell you, it speaks the volumes because the poison will stay in there. Oh, I'm hurt. Now you hurt me. I'm not telling you you hurt me so you can come back and say, oh, well, I'm telling you how I feel. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you how I felt at that moment. I'm telling you this poison that's inside of me. I'm finna tell you what it is. I'm not saying it to be ugly, but I'm saying it to heal. And what I'm getting and is that you want to heal, then that gonna tell whoever it is, you hurt me. This hurt me. You doing that, and you don't call. I mean, it's up to you. You ain't got to call nobody names or whatever. I'm just saying. But now it's time to pinpoint it because it is not the organization. It is them.
Mm-hmm. And as I mentioned at the beginning, it's a lot of the men, which is why I came to they're afraid. They're afraid of me getting to the point I was. Because one thing about me, I mean, I was a boss at the job, but it was not, I wasn't a boss at the job because it was a dance community. It was a boss, I was a boss at the job because I did this prior to the dance community. That's what a lot of people didn't know about me. I've been me all my life, and I've been a talker. I've been a what do you call it? As I said, social butterfly. Talk. But so when you talk about, without me going into too much, and I'm gonna do kind of do a little bit of talking between the lines, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I have that other thing that's coming up to where names will be named. Trina's Truths will
Right.
be here soon, and that name, oh, absolutely, names will be named. I
And I
tell
just
y'all, I want to write a book. I got 2 or 3 books that I want to write, but I just have to learn how to focus and slow down so that I can write the book. So I've decided there's something else that I'll be letting y'all know about in another month that I'm going to be doing to where my healing will start. Well, my healing is starting tonight when I cut the cord to the website. But that my healing will start. So I appreciate that. Yes, I absolutely do. And the funny thing, I don't know if that was you and I speaking, but guys, when you want to have a conversation with someone about something that either you did, they did, we did, because and let me make this clear. I am not saying that I never, ever, ever did anything wrong. Okay. However, one, I didn't do anything to deserve this. Two, when I came back in, well, not when I came back in, during COVID time, I came back in before COVID. But when I was coming back in, I did start letting people, there were certain people that I knew I ain't did nothing to them, but I still went to them and said, hey, if I've done something, I'm sorry. I want to start over. One, two, during COVID, you know what I did?
hmm,
Because COVID was so big, people were dying left and right. My boy Tito passed, like it was crazy. Some of them same mean people, because I didn't have that in my heart at the time. I just cared about people living, and I hadn't heard from this person. I hadn't seen it. I was picking up my phone, calling. Matter of fact, I was encouraging people online to, hey, if you haven't talked to somebody, call them and check on them. Don't text them, call them. People need to hear your voice now. So I called, and this one particular person that I did, he's done horrible things. Boycotted, stolen events, literally took over an event that I was doing. I called him. If you would have heard the shock in his voice when he heard me on the other line, said, hey, I just really wanted to check on you. I want to see how you were doing. And I'm gonna just say his name. His name is Coach Cheese. I said, Coach Cheese, I just really wanted to check on you, see how things are going. I know it's COVID. How's everything going? Because I was done with the mess. It wasn't that important because this is a time that we all need to be coming together. And I did a show. I don't know if you remember me saying, did we forget about COVID?
hmm.
And I still to this day say that, oh, we just forgot about COVID and what we said, we was gonna do this. If we get out back and go outside, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go to church, I'm gonna do this. Now did you forget? So on that note, I will say this. This same person, I would try to give an event at the Red Rooster some time ago. And after that conversation, I thought we were good. Never even thought about it no more. But he blocked an event I was going to give. And that's probably been about a year ago. But I
I,
still, hey,
I, I,
how you doing?
you
Hey,
know,
what's up?
and that's, I would say this is I admire you, and I
Mm-hmm.
admire you because I understand the walk. You are. Let me tell you, you are that person that you are still. Remember that thing I said.
What?
Forgiveness means, and I'll say it again. So if anybody missed it, if the chat with Trina folks missed it, look here, forgiveness. Don't
Really,
y'all get
they're probably
don't,
mainly your folks because you know they ain't gonna go ahead.
don't y'all get forgiveness twisted.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is this. Hear me clearly from the book of My Worthless 2 Cents, chapter 3, verse 5. Forgiveness means I forgive you. In essence, I will feed you, but you have to get a to go plate. You can no longer eat at the table with me. What I hear from you is that you have tried over and over to bring the same people back to the table thinking it was going. Let me tell you what they say: when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. What you've tried to do is bring people back to the table. You steady feeding them, and they steady throwing the plate at you after it was over. And you saying, "Oh, that's okay. Let me clean up the mess. Here, let me get you something else. Oh, you just knocked the food off the table. That's okay. I'm gonna clean it up. But here's another plate. Let me tell you, I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna feed you, which means I'm gonna forgive you. But I'm gonna tell you clearly, here this old boy right here. You not gonna sit at the table. I have some to-go containers. And if you don't like them, I got some paper plates and some aluminum foil. We can wrap you up something to go, but you're not sitting at the table eating with me
Yeah.
because you showed me who you are. But I still want you to eat. Now you can go out there and eat with someone else, but here I have to protect. Um, and I'm gonna say this on that part. Another part is that understand something, people, and I hear this in you, is that you are a wonderful person. You're a strong person. You do a lot of things, a lot of good. But I want you to what I've heard, and I think I touched on it last night or the other night, is that people don't understand when people tear you down internally, when people rip you internally by their little nasty remarks or their little sly comments. You know, the little things that they say when they say it was only just a joke. Now you wasn't joking. You meant exactly what you said. You just
Yeah.
found a way and the opportunity to say it in a
Yeah.
funny manner. Oh, you so stupid. You know, that's what you really think about me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you want to say it in a way. Oh, you know what? You just, you know, it ain't laughing. It's real.
Yeah.
And what that does to a lot of people that won't even say anything is internally, it's tearing them down. Let me tell you something. When you tear somebody down internally, do you understand? Obviously, you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't. The mountain that they have to climb just to come back to level
Amen.
every single day, that little sly remark is all it's doing is we can say, oh no, it don't make yeah, it do. Yeah, it does. It eats. It eats. Do you know how many times you have to stand in front of a mirror and say, well, I am worthy? Because somebody told you you wasn't. People
Facts.
don't just stand in the mirror saying, oh, I'm worthy because they already know it. No, the worthy ones don't stand there. It's the ones that want to feel like they're worthy because somebody has done something to diminish their character, to diminish their self-worth. I could walk into a room this high and feel this high because I wasn't around you people. And I'm just saying, you people who
Mm-hmm.
ripped me internally, tore me, or made me feel like, oh, you don't belong. Oh, well, you just stand over there by yourself. Made me feel like an outcast. Now I'm looking at myself. Is it the way I'm dressed? Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What is in my
Mm-hmm.
hair? What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Why ain't nobody want to come over here? Let me tell you,
Mm-hmm.
them things hurt internally.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
But I wonder this. Is it on purpose? You know, if they know that you're this bright sunlight, full of energy, cool person, do they do it on purpose to do that, to break you down, to bring you to your knees? You know what I
They
mean?
they break it to where they at.
Right. And I read a post that I might have posted that said, it's not that people don't want you to succeed, but they don't want you to succeed above them. They want you to be at their level. Um, which is really silly, very silly to me. Even when I started, and so I started my chat show, a few years ago as
Like,
well.
give me just a second. I'll be right back. Hold on just a second. I got
Go
to pop
ahead.
out for you.
Okay. I started my chat show a few years ago, chat with Trina, right before COVID. Was it before? Yeah, it was before COVID. And I also, it was meant for dance community, live music and stuff. I was going to interview different ones. Um, but they don't watch, So I reinvented to that. So I changed my format, because the format I built it for them. And so I say that to y'all to say that I'm going to, as of today, as of tonight, before 12 midnight, I'm going to cut the cord to my So You Want to Dance website. It's something that's been hard to do, because it was a lot of work, even though this time my daughter did it, but it was something I really believed in it, and I really love what I did in the past. It's also hard. Talk about uh, these Republicans, and pardon me if you're a Republican. I'm sorry, I'm not. But Republicans are trying to erase history, trying to throw out books that ban books. They're banning books. They're banning books that are books that we read when we were young, that helped format who we were. Like, they're banning books again. It sounds so outdated, but I say that to say, in this community as well, when younger people come in, when I was young, I hung out with older people who were older than me, because I love being around them. I love being around, because I got to hear them. I got to hear their stories. Still to this, that's how Chat with Trina came about. I want to hear how people hear the history of where they were. I love to hear my dad talk about things that happened back then. He used to be the Pepsi Cola kid of Houston. What the hell is a Pepsi Cola kid of Houston? He told me what that was. He told me about there used to be a Fidelity High School that he went to. That's no longer here, but I heard the stories from him. There's a guy, his name is Mr. Lee in the dance. Mr. Lee tells me about all the history of the dance. And what I don't have to erase that history to become important. What I'm finding from our younger dance community people, they are erasing the history. Someone recently did a little picture book or something. And they invited certain people to this place to where they talked about the history. The funny thing about that there were people that were part of history that weren't there, weren't invited, and didn't even know. So how do you have something celebrating the history if the people who started the history are not there? The people that just got here yesterday, they're the ones who were invited and who were there. Donnie, I was telling them about, how Republicans, and I told them, I'm sorry if you're a Republican, I'm not. Republicans are erasing history, banning books, taking us back to the 1960s that I wasn't even there. Our dance community, the young ones, are doing that, which is interesting, because, again, when I was young, and even now at 53, I still love being around people older than me to hear the stuff. I mean, I am awesome. I watch documentaries all the time, because I want to know. Chat with Trina is about talking to, what's the lady's name we talked to? Dr. Oh my gosh, can't call, my girl. We talked to her. She was the first African American woman to run a mental facility. I want to see. I mean, she didn't talk to me online twice. I didn't read a book. I literally want to go sit and talk to her, because I want to hear it from her, the history, what she went through, to know that we came from there to here when it comes to mental health. You can't erase that because you show up today. You can't say, oh, well, we're not going to invite that person. We're not going to involve that person. We're not going to use that person's name. And it's still history, because it's not real. It's not authentic. And in this community, I found that. So, and it aggravates me, because I'm not even talking about me. I'm thinking about those legendary people who started this thing, who helped put things together and put in place, and they worked hard. They gave up time with their families. They not getting paid. And you just I'm not gonna say you forget them. You try to purposely forget those people. And I will, as Donnie said, let me go ahead and say this for myself, because I said, not even saying myself, let me say myself. I think I did a damn good job, and I was a boss, and I was good at what I did. I served a huge dance community, making sure everybody knew where to go. to take classes. And if there happen to be an instructor listening, which I'm sure they're not, some of the people that came to your classes, you don't even know that they probably came through because they found you on the So You Want to Dance website. Or they called and said, hey, I'm coming to Houston this weekend. I'd like to go to some dance event. Hey, I got you. What side of town you going to be on? Where your hotel at? You know, someone once said when the youngins came in and said, well, you know, we don't need promoters no more to tell us where to go. We got Facebook. Well, the dumb part about that statement is everybody's not on Facebook. Everybody's not on social media. So I thought that was dumb from the day it was said. But, you know, I actually had a chance to talk to that person about that, and they don't remember saying it. I said, yeah, you said it. It was a good conversation. But yeah, they said it. So it's just that in this life that we have, people are dropping like flies. You know, Jamie Foxx is not dead, and I pray that nothing happens to him. But Jamie Foxx, who would ever be thinking Jamie Foxx had a stroke and laid up in the hospital, fighting for his life yesterday to today? Right. Who would think that COVID came here like overnight and took out a whole slew of, I don't even know the millions. I don't know the number of the millions of people that COVID took out. And we still run around here acting crazy. I mean, it was like COVID finally ended today. And then, yesterday, then today, we was back to our old ways. Forgot everything we said. You know what I'm saying? And why would you want someone to feel bad? Why would you want to make someone feel bad? You know?
It's there's so much to unpack in that.
Oh, it is.
And one is history is not in a book for me. I'll just say this. History is not in a book. History is that thing. What we stop doing is sharing with one another. You know, I don't think it's they're trying to start it. I don't think that what people have failed to do is give them the importance of it. You know the importance of it. You know, fancy dancer. You know the importance of it is like, wow. Oh, so that came from there. That is that, you know, because we have lessened the conversation just because you're in a room with 20 people and 15 of them find no interest in it. Keep talking because them 5 is getting through to.
Oh, absolutely. I believe
that's why we have to we have to keep doing it, because that's how it keeps going. Yes, you can say we gonna rewrite it and take the books out, but let me keep on telling you about these things that happen. Let me go back to the country front porch, and we're gonna sit down and have a conversation about what your grandma and your great grandma and your great grandpa did and what they came through and what they let's have
and
that.
It doesn't take anything from you coming into it. It doesn't take anything from you because you said, oh my God, this person started this and I thought that was great. And we've evolved to this. But don't shut those people out. Right. Don't forget about those people, the godfathers and the godmothers and the legend, the real, because you know they call some people legends, they ain't legends, but the real legends, you know, people, yes, front porch talk. It's a guy, he calls his little thing porch talk. But yes, sitting down. I mean, I can sit there, Mr. Lee gonna talk to you for 5 days straight. No break, take no breath, no breath. But man, to sit there, and he'll be on my show in June, but to sit there and have a conversation with Mrs. Lee about, I mean, he's been doing this since, gosh, the 60s, 70s or something. It is so amazing to me to just sit and listen. When me and Fancy went to Dallas, I listened the whole way because it was so much knowledge about this dance community that she had. Lady Champagne, she started this crap in Dallas, Texas. I was talking to her yesterday. They're about to do a documentary here about because the swing out that I do comes from Dallas DFW. It's a portion of that, and they're about to do a documentary with the actual legends versus I told you this group got some people that I don't know where they got them from and whatever, but they're actually doing the actual legends, except one because he passed away. But these other legends are coming together to do this. And I'm excited about it because I want their story to be shared.
Yes.
And what you said about continue to talk about it, I do. There are a lot of new people come in and you get to talking to them, and it's like, oh, I don't know that person. Well, how do you? Matter of fact, there was a girl on my show. Gosh, I can't remember. She was on last month, and I was telling her about this lady, Joanne Ford, who is a good friend of my mom's. But she was the. Now you talk about the boss. She was the boss of. She made some stuff shake and move with our dance community, and some things happened, and she ended up not doing it anymore. But I was telling this person about her. I mentioned her. She said, "Oh, I don't know who that is," and I'm like, "Well, how do you not know who this person is?" You know what I'm saying? That means somebody's leaving something out. And so that's where I come in. Okay, well, let me tell you who this is.
Right.
This is someone that you really should talk to. Get some ideas from her because things that she's doing, and that's something else. It's okay to do that. It's okay to say, you know, I'm not doing this part anymore. But let me tell you somebody that you should talk to. Let her give you a little bit of history. Let her give you some tips and pointers and best practices of what she did to be successful. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing about history. If you don't know where you come from, there ain't no way you can figure out where you're going.
Where you going?
If you don't understand where you come from and the struggle that it took to get us here, you have no idea where you're going. You don't. There's so many things and so much knowledge um, that we've missed. I'm my goodness. I'll be 58, and I know that I still got a ton of stuff to learn, a ton of stuff. And what you have to do is be open to accept it, be open to, yeah, well, that kind of thing don't work. Let me tell you, for the longest time, people used to talk about, for when was it, in the 80s or whenever, when the bell bottoms went out, they used to be in the 70s, then they went out, and where they at? Boom, they popped on back up.
They popped right on up.
You know, when back in the day when everybody was wearing Converse and then they left, so everybody wanted to wear Jordans. And guess what? Boom! Now what then came back? There go the Converse.
Yep, got me 2 pair. Look, so and they blinging them out and everything else. They're making them better. History came back and repeated itself, and they're just making them nicer.
And that's and what you have to do. That's why I say you embrace it. You embrace it. You learn from it. You learn from it. You learn from. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Look here, y'all. When they wipe this old internet and everything off, if y'all don't know how to build the old fire, y'all gonna be in trouble.
True. Think about when the only thing people had that was good was internet with it. But you know what people had to learn how to do? They had to learn how to play cards again. They had to learn how to.
Hey, I'm telling you, y'all playing.
Yeah,
y'all playing.
The thing about it is too. It still goes back to kind of what we talked about on Monday about being kind and nice to people. Because we don't know, you and I had a conversation today about Tito. Because I'm feeling a little emotional because his birthday is Friday and I'm just thinking about him. And we shared that about how I lost my train of thought because I started thinking about him. Lord Jesus, help me. Am I gonna make it through this week? But so let me just say this, y'all. The main thing was this is to, yes, it was story time for me. And so I appreciate you guys for listening to the whole long story. And mind you, so much more is there. And I can't wait I'm able to share. I'm frozen again, but that's okay. I'm gonna talk it through. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Good. So I can't wait to have the opportunity to share these stories with you. It's going to be an opportunity coming soon, and I'll be able to share it with you guys soon. I'm super excited. It is not a book. There will be a book one day, but right now, Miss Trina got too much energy to sit down long enough to write a book. I was supposed to write 60 kids from this list today. I was supposed to go through and highlight them. So it was yesterday. What was yesterday? Tuesday. Do you know I just finished that today because I couldn't focus, and because my energy level is just so, I just move. And I'm just not finishing today. So I'm just saying, so I can't sit down and write no book. I wouldn't be able to do it. But so I wanted to get to the point of this, and then we're gonna move on and because this is not speak on it where we stay on 2 hours.
This chat with Trina, no country boy just visiting. I got to go. I got to come to the palace. Did I lose you again? Look, I done lost the audio and video. That she keep on doing this to me. I think it's a setup. She just keep on running off on me on the show. But you know, as she was the past, man, we can't forget where we come from. I'm gonna roll on that thing for just a minute. We can't forget where we come from. We can't forget the ones that have paved the way for all of us to be where we are. The old country boy, I did a show once on my worthless 2 cents about the shoulders that I stand on. I stand on so many shoulders of people who have paved the way for me to be where I am. I owe such a wow, so much to so many people in my life that paved the way. And we can't forget about those who've made a way for us, who cut down them trees to make the road that we can travel. And we really can. And she is so right. You know, she said something about just being kind. I don't think, in my personal opinion, in my worthless 2 cents, I don't think that people have forgot how to be kind. I think that they're only doing it to the capacity that they have. I think that that's all they know how to do. That's what's been poured into them. So that little nastiness that they have, that's real because that's all that they have. That's what their cup has been filled up with. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you got a glass and you drink it and you put some water in there, some nice clean water, what you're gonna get out of it is nice clean water. If you take that same glass and you put some sand in it and then you put some water in it, you're gonna have dirty water. And I think what a lot of people have done is forgot that you're gonna have to wash that glass out and clean it to get that stuff out that's in there so you can have some clean drinkable water. So we got people, their nastiness, it's not an act, it's for real. That's all that they
Hmm.
have. That's all that they have. That's what's been poured into them. So they don't know no different. But what we can do is every day just try to clean them a little bit more. I'm not saying we got to sit around them all the time because let me tell you something. Sit, it's like old bad apple. You sit around that thing too long, you're gonna get rotten too.
You get
But
rotten too.
you can dip in that thing for a minute, pour something nice in, and move on about your way. Next time you see them, pour something nice in and move on about their way. And then the next time they see you, what they're gonna try to do is post something nice into you because now they got some niceness in them.
You know how else that works? When you said that, it makes me think about something I've told my children and even the little kids I work at school that sometimes you know how people come to you with something, mess or something like that, and you say, I didn't have that experience with that person.
Right,
And you don't have that, you don't draw into what they're trying to do.
right,
They don't come to you with that no more.
right.
That's
That's
why it goes to when somebody tell you something about me and you come tell me what they said, what did you say in my defense? Or not even my defense, what did you say?
right.
You know? So I want everybody to understand, okay, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. But I want everyone to understand that it is okay to let go. It's okay to take your time to let go because it takes time to get to that point.
Yeah.
My mom was in a marriage that wasn't the greatest. And she would tell people whatever, make excuses about it. And they said to her, she told me they told her, when you're ready, you'll know it. When it's time to leave and walk away, you'll know it. You won't have to be forced. You'll be ready to go, and your mind will be set on what are you gonna hang? Oh, you will be ready to go. Yes, I know where you're going with that metaphor, that sign. With this that I'm dealing with, I want to make sure that I make it clear to those who do stop and take a peek, or somebody tell them what I said, and so they come back and watch. Let me make sure I'm clear. Be real clear. I am ending the So You Want to Dance website tonight, before I have to pay again. Because if I multiply these 3 years times three times $60, woo!
I'm not even finna let you have that.
Wait a minute.
Look.
So I'm gonna cut it tonight. So that because I was paying for it because I wanted to. Yeah, is he horseback riding, Denise? I don't know what he do, but I think he's trying to show us about the strain of staying in something too long and how we wait till it's twisted all up and got us hurting. And you know how it burns when you hold on to a rope and it slides through and it burns your hands?
Yeah, they're trying to hold on to something.
Hold on to something. It's time.
It's trying to go, and you steady trying to hold it.
And so I'm a diva to a certain extent, y'all. I don't need them knots on my fingers. So I'm letting go of something that's been a part of my life for, oh my gosh, since 2006. And it's hard. It is really hard. But I'm excited. I'm so, and Country Boy can attest that when I told him about this the other day, and he kind of said, "Are you sure?" Something like that. But I told him I feel good. Like now that I've made the decision, just like when I quit my job after them 5 months, I felt good about it. What I will have to admit is I don't think I prayed about it, and I'll do that. But anyway, so let me be clear. I'm cutting the website off, but I am still Miss So You Want to Dance. I am still going to promote events, just not dance community events. Now, if a dance community person send me they flyer, yes, it will be posted, but I won't be the person hosting dance community events anymore. That is gone. That is done. I'm done with it because I feel like my talents and my ideas and my creativity can go towards people who deserve my talents and my creativity. But I can have my own events. I can have my own events with other people who aren't just in this little box. I've been in a little box for a very long time. I've worked with live musicians. I've worked with a lot of things, and that's where I'm going. So I'm going to walk away from the website, but So You Want to Dance promotions will still be there, but doing other things. Put it that way. I'm letting that part of my life go. Love the people. We'll still get out and get my swing out on. I will definitely do that. But as far as the website, things being for free for those who are part of that, and I'm just excited for what's to come. I'm excited to hold out my hands and receive the blessings that are out there for me, because I've been having my hands closed in this one little area in this box since 2006. And it's time, y'all. It is time. And I say all that in these long stories to say, you too, if you are in a situation that is no longer serving you, if you are unhappy, my mama always said that too. If something is not fun to you anymore, that's when you know it's time to walk away. If it's causing you stress, if you crying, if you worried and your heart is just broken, it's just not feeling good, walking into a place like I did the other day, and I'm always happy. I'm always excited to go to places and see people. But when I walked in that place and the unwelcoming, uncomfortable feeling that I felt, it was time to let go of that rope. And it's time. And I hope that I'm an example to you guys of because I hope through the stories you understood how passionate I was about what I did with this community, and I don't want to say how I want to be a part of it, because I can be a part of anything I want to, but I'm just saying it caused me a lot of stress. It's still causing me stress. So is that a good way to live? Is it a good way to live? If you are in a relationship, and I'm not speaking of marriage, because marriage, y'all got to work that thing out. Well, you should. But if you're in a relationship that's not serving you, somebody been with you 25 years, y'all ain't married yet, it's time to, hey, get what they say, get on the pot. I forgot what's the saying. I'm gonna get off the pot. Oh, I can't say that. That's a curse word, ain't it? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I just realized what. Okay. So that's why I go trying to figure out all these doggone sayings. Okay, let me shut up, because let me quit trying to come up with the sayings that y'all used to say, because I ain't doing very good. But anyway, in all honesty, guys, I wanted to come on today to speak my truth and be very transparent about this. of course, I couldn't put all this in an hour. There's going to be so much more. So I'm really excited about what I'm going to be getting ready to do, to where you will hear these story times. You'll get to hear about these story times and before they go into a book. But I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all listening. I'm going to let Donnie as my guest today. I'm going to let him give his worthless 2 cents on the conversation. But yes, I'm super excited. And if y'all go on Facebook, I am Trina W. Lowry. And my Facebook group one of my Facebook groups is So You Want to Dance. So on that page, you can join it and you can post any event that you're having. You can post it on that page. It is for you. It is for everybody to post all events there. I have a chat with Trina page. Of course, our conversation starters. What my hope was for, my vision was for it to be conversation starters, for us to talk back and forth about different things. Some of my authors post there. But if you want me to post it, send it to me. I will gladly post it on the So You Want to Dance page. But that is what I do. I will still promote events for people and post them, whatever. Yeah. So I'm excited. Country boy, I'm excited. What do you think?
I'm excited for you, but I want to. I'm gonna have to put my man thing on. Can I put my man thing on?
All right,
Uh,
let me hear from the man.
I'm gonna put my man thing on, and I'm gonna say this: is she said so many things, so many
So
positive
many.
things, in a good way, in a good way. I'm not that good. I'm really not. And um, the diva, the little diva, that's my friend, the queen, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for her and what she's done over these. God, it seems like 20 years, but it ain't really been that long. But but it
He
seems like
stopped me.
it seems like forever that we have talked and become friends, become confidants. We share a lot, and I appreciate her. I know some of the things that she's gone through, that she shared with me. Some of the things that have really, brought her down. And maybe and she can get mad at me. She can get mad at me tonight, but I'm gonna say what I say. I will say this to the people, and it's coming from me. It ain't coming from her. It might come from her later, but I'm gonna say what I say. Y'all ain't never gotta watch me. Y'all keep on strolling because I don't care a dance community. I dance on my TikTok. So anyway, I'm gonna say this in defense of my friend. Um, and she put it nicely. She really did. She put it real nice, and I appreciate it because she has diplomacy, whatever you want to call that word, the nice way you do it. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what she was saying is this in a nutshell. Y'all hurt her. Some of the things that you did hurt her to her core. You never said sorry. You never came back. You never apologized. You hurt her. You hurt her. She felt underappreciated. She felt disrespected. And it's coming from me, her friend. You hurt her. You ain't got to call her up and say, oh, girl, because I'm telling y'all, call a country boy. I'm telling y'all, you hurt her. The reason I'm standing here is because I'm standing here as a friend. I'm standing here to support her through sharing with y'all, and she shares it with a smile on her face because she good like that. I'm gonna just be raw with you. I ain't got time for nothing else. Y'all want transparency, you want real from a country boy. I'm gonna tell you real. Some of the things that have happened, and to you people that are listening, there's some people that have hurt you too, and you sweep it under the rug and act like, oh well, you know what? Now they hurt you. They diminished your character. They broke down your self worth. They hurt you. And you still forgave them. And you still smiled with them. You still tried to help them. And somehow, some way, in they twisted way, and they twisted thinking, it was okay what they did. So they continued to do it. And let me tell you, what they will do is now they will do it to somebody else. Well, let them do it to the country boy because I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to tell you to your rabbit face, and I don't care. It is so wrong to diminish people. It is so wrong to rip people. And you do it out of, and I said it before, you do it in your little jokingly ways. You do it in your with your little sly comments, your little sneaky remarks that you might want to write on somebody's page. You're wrong. If you feel some way about somebody or you have an issue, the Bible says take it to them. Man up, woman up. If you feel some way about somebody, have a conversation with them. Hey, this right here. But to just drag people, and then you want other people to come along and drag them people because you ain't
That
man or
part.
woman enough to stand up. You ain't man or woman enough to come face to face and say, hey, this, and this, how I feel. But oh, let me go get a whole posse and let me get them all and let me do this and we all gonna band together. I don't need nobody banding with me. I can band by myself because I got the good Lord. But out of respect for my friend, I'm sorry if I go off on y'all. I just say I say. It is so disrespectful. It is so hurtful. But let me tell you something about that. I'm going to tell you something about that. I'm going to tell you something. Trust me on this. Coming from me, knowing it personally, we reap what we sow. We will reap what we sow. It will come back around. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not in 10, 20. But tell you what, I guarantee you what, it's coming back. And when it comes back, do what I tell y'all to do. Sit back, relax, and put on your headgear. Oh, because the reaping, it's going to come near. We have to be careful how we treat people. We have to be so careful how we treat people. Let's start treating people with respect. But again, you know what? How we treat people is probably all we have. And if your ugliness and your nastiness and your bringing people down is all you have, then surround yourself with some different people. Because obviously that circle right there ain't the right one. Not only speak on it, but speak up.
Speak up.
Speak up. We have to stand for one another. We have to truly start standing for one another, for what's right and righteous. We cower behind things. Many people cower behind these keyboard things and they say nasty stuff and they write nasty stuff. I done had people write me stuff, let me tell you, and I respond the same way. Thank you very much for your support. I shall appreciate it.
I gotta learn how to do that.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
I will
you.
allow you. I will allow you to say what you need to say. But let me tell you something. I will defend my friends. I'll defend people I don't even like too, but I will defend my friends. I will stand. You know, it's a terrible thing when you give and you give and you pour into whatever it may be. The most hurtful thing is to pour into something and realize it wasn't doing nothing but taking. Y'all want a country example? That's like going to the gas station, filling your tank up. And when you get down the road, you realize it's on empty. Why? Because there was a hole in the bottom of that tank. Now, how you feel? How you feel? You done put $100 worth of gas in your tank and you got down the road and it's empty. You feel some kind of way, don't you? That's what it's like. You're pouring into people and all they're doing is taking. You're pouring in your love. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this old rope. Hey, that's right, Denise. I ain't riding no horse, but boy, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When you keep on holding for so long on to something, and you keep trying, you holding commitment, you holding love, you pouring in, you keep pouring in, and then what you keep on doing, some of us, we keep on wrapping that rope a little bit tighter because we think it's slipping away from us.
Mm-hmm.
We give it and we pulling and we pulling. And as hard as we pulling it, it's pulling the other direction.
And we
It's
still trying
pulling
to
us
hold on.
away. It's pulling us away from our purpose. It's pulling us away from our dreams. It's pulling us away from everything that God has from us. It's moving us out of position of our blessings. See, my blessings over here, but it keep on pulling me this way. So I can't even get my blessings because I ain't where I need to be.
That
Oh, but
part.
let me tell you, when you start doing this and you start doing that and you start letting go and you finally let go of it, yes, yes, you're going to have some marks and some cuts. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to shed some tears. Yes,
Yeah.
but oh my God, when the healing process starts, when the healing process starts, you're going to look at that rope a little bit different because now you're going to be standing firm where you are. See, and then I ain't got to be tugging on something to come. What's supposed to be here, gonna come just like this. We're gonna have to stop connecting the things that don't want to be connected to us.
We're gonna have to know when it's time to let go of
Yeah.
things that are not connected. Because it can start off making you feel that it's connected, and then we know. I laugh about me and a friend of mine who has breast cancer. We were talking. And, funny thing about her, she had breast cancer, and she had went in one of her doctor's appointments, and she found out she was gonna have a mastectomy and all this. So she walked out. She was all upset. She looks at her boyfriend at the time and said, "You know what? I just want to let you know you can leave me right now. You can just go because there's gonna be a lot going on. You're not gonna be able to deal with it." And he looked at her and said, "Girl, let's go home so we can go and get ready to do what we got to do." And she said, I know I said, "Is that when you knew that was going to be your husband?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I say that to say, and when we were talking, we were laughing. I was like, "So you knew." I said, "But we be seeing these red flags, red lights, them little red things that they do this, go back,
Yep.
don't come this way. And we still be trying to go." Because I'm going to
Yep.
tell you, I mean, in my relationships, friendships, romantic and friendships, I will hold because when I'm a friend, y'all, I don't want to let go of my friendships. I'd rather try to fix it, but you got to realize the other party has to want to fix it too.
Yep.
That's in a romantic relationship and a friendship. Both parties gotta want to, which was on my, just FYI, it's on my vision board. No more one-way friendships either.
Right.
There are friends that they never check on you. And I ain't saying I don't love you, but I'm gonna love you from over there. And a matter of fact, a friend the other day said, one of my memories popped up, and she said, "Oh, girl, we gotta do this." Now, mind you, I've always been the person that planned it. So I sent back and said, "Oh yeah, we do. When you plan it, let me know."
Yeah.
That's where we going now. Because I'm a very nice person, but I am tired. I am ready to reap the friendships and the relationships and the I should say it like this: friendships, personal and business relationships. I need the ones that are going to benefit me. You know, lots of things that we do, we say, "Oh, I do that for you. I do that for you for free." But when you realize, okay, this is a business now, I need to give you $10. I need you to give me $10 for this. That probably is worth $90. You know what do you think they do?
Hmm.
I'm gonna get somebody else to do it.
Yep.
So there are so many clues that we have to start tuning into it. I'm not just saying just throw people away, but when it's, let me just say, when it's time to stop.
Oh
It's
yeah.
time to stop the nonsense, move forward. And a lot of this, I'm gonna just say, for me, prayer. You know, I've heard that all my life. Prayer it is, and God is good all the time. All the time,
Oh,
God is good. Pray for this. You got to ask for what you want. And I never took any of those things seriously as younger. But as I follow this journey, I really feel it. Now, what I didn't say earlier when I told you I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, because even though I said I'll never say, well, what is it? I'm not trying to be holding it down. What
hmm.
I could not say is that I believe it was like the Holy Spirit or something that woke me up to say that, like, it's time to let go. And I'm not saying it because I don't know. I don't know what it was that woke me up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I spoke with a author the other day that told me she woke up in the middle of the night and just wrote a book. So I'm just saying, again, I'm on a journey. I ain't there all the way.
Right.
I'm learning and figuring things out. But in my mind, I wasn't going to say it out loud, but in my mind, that's what it was. It was like the sign saying, the person saying, hey, let me let you know what you need to be doing.
Right.
You keep asking for doing this. You want to do these bigger things. You want to do this. You want to do that. But you won't let go of this little bitty stuff, this little local, small community who thinks they're a big community. Let that go so you can get the bigger things that I got for you. I got
Things,
all this waiting on you.
the
Or as
things that
Country
are
Boy always say,
pulling.
he got the palace waiting on me to move in.
That's right.
And
The
I'm
things
trying
that
to
are
pull him.
pulling you out of position.
He
Some
tried, right,
things pulling you out of position, and you will
right.
never receive your blessing.
Yeah. And it's like I feel that. I feel it, I receive it, and it's just so many things that have happened that I've woken up to, or feel that it's this journey that I'm on and I'm seeing these things, yeah. I mean, and it's amazing. It is amazing. Um Everything don't be good. Something happened to me today financially, and it was like at first I was upset, then I thought, well, you know what? At least you had the money to go get it. I had to flip it around and not be mad about spending some money that I didn't want to spend. I said, well, you was able to go in another account and get money to do this
Right.
without even having to be upset. What's to be upset about? The blessing was you had the money to do it. It might not have been this, you try not to spend it out of that account, but you had it in that account to spend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, I'd have been mad, crying. I don't want to spend my money on my savings. I had to sit back today and say, oh my gosh, I like to have money to go and pull to do that. And then in the same time, and I didn't share this with you, but the same time I was going through this today, I was driving back from taking care of that business, and I passed a Ross. And I remember the little girl at school that needed a size, because your friend brought me some shoes. I got to talk about that later too, but she brought me some shoes, but the other little girl still needed shoes too. Because your friend brought me the 12, I needed a 13. I saw the Ross and I pulled over, even though I had to do some things financially. I was like, let me go on. Didn't even think about it. Went in Ross and got the shoes for the baby. And then it's a little girl that needs bras, but don't have bras, and bought her some bras. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that to say, I was blessed to have this money to go do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm starting to, and you all have to start realizing the blessings of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems so tiny, but it's so freaking big that, and then you're not thinking about yourself. And I've always been a giver. Don't get me wrong. I've always been a giver. I like to do stuff for people, but it's just different. It's just something different now. If I had, the what I had was a lot less than what I had at first, and I still went and said, I got to get these girls these shoes. I got to get this girl these bras. And when I went into the school, I was so excited. I went straight to her room with my little rolling cart and to give her shoes. And I was just saying that to say that I look at things so different now. They're just different. And if this is the journey, like it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And I'm not finished with my journey. I don't even think I'm halfway, but it's just the things that I'm finding and I'm seeing on the way, on the journey to where I'm trying to be. It's really amazing. And I feel that dropping this stress off of me, and it seems like a little bit thing about me saying, okay, I'm just dropping the website, but I'm still going to be advertising. It's a huge thing to shut my website down. Something that has been a part of me for so long, and something that I really wanted to bring back, and realizing, girl, it's time to let it go, honey. Let it go. But I'm ready. I'm ready, country boy. We got stuff to do.
That's right. That's right. And the only thing I will say to you and everyone is that in this game of life, in this game of life, I say to each and every one, know your position.
Hmm.
Know your position. I'm not saying that to be negative. Know your position at work. Know your position in relationships and friendships. Know your position and play your position to the best of your ability. Know it. See, sometimes what's happening is we trying to put ourselves in positions that ain't even for us.
Mm-hmm.
And know what position people have put us in. And if you don't like the position that they put you in, you can step out and be like, you know what? No, I'm good. I don't even want to be there.
To the left, to the left.
That's it. That's it. Know your position. Know your position, and understand that in this game of life, you are that piece on the board. You are that chess piece. Where do you want to move to? Know your position, because can't nobody take your position, but you can give it away.
Yep.
Know your position.
Well, country boy, I believe.
I so thank you for letting me on your show. This here is nice. This chat with Trina thing. I like this.
Well, guys, this is the end of Chat with Trina for today. I thank y'all for clicking in to hear some stories, hear some story times, and to hear a little bit about my journey. I hope you continue on the journey with me because I'm on a definite journey, and I hope that you stick with me. And continue to watch the growth. But I want to watch your growth too, because this is not just about me. I want to, I'm pouring out, being transparent and honest, because I want you to be able to do the same. Um, we have an open format and platform to where anything that you want to say, you can say it here on our Worthless 2 Cents chat with Trina, and on Monday nights on our Speak On It. We like to have interaction. We want the interaction. We can even pull you in if you want to. If you want to come on the show and you have a topic you want to talk to, we welcome that. All of our shows, our Monday show, and is really not really about topics. Sometimes I have a topic I just want to talk about it, but oftentimes we kind of just talk off the cuff, and it we put a little bit of try to. That's why I wanted Country Boy, so we can add a little spirituality to it. And then we got Worthless 2 Cents, to where he gives his worthless 2 cents. His worthless 2 cents that's worth so much more. And in Chat with Trina, I usually do a lot of chats with different people. I love history. I love learning about people, why they do what they do, how they do what they do, and so on and so forth. So that's what that. So on that note, before we go, I've got to tell you my exciting news for today. We get done with the what is the hum and drum hum, whatever that is, the bad, sad part. Um, Tito Alum used to be the owner. Well, he was the owner of the Red Rooster. And he was my mentor. I worked side by side with him for many, many years. And his birthday is Friday. It always falls on Cinco de Mayo. So his birthday is Friday. And I was trying to find a way to honor him and recognize his birthday. I'm trying to do this event for him eventually. But since I didn't have that, I thought, what a better way to honor him than have someone come on and talk about him. Where one of our Texas senators, Boris Miles, Houston homeboy, is going to come on tomorrow with me. I don't know the time yet because they are in the legislature, whatever they're doing, what they be doing, they're doing that right now. So he's going to come out and do it, and that's what makes me feel good. That I call country, I'm somebody, but no, he fussed at me about saying that. But anyway, he's gonna be on tomorrow, and he's gonna talk about Tito. And he knows a lot. He knew Tito way before I knew him. Tito, his description to me was, his statement to me was, if there was an American dream, Tito was it.
Wow.
He comes from India, somewhere, I can't, Bangladesh, I forget, somewhere else, not here. and he came here and created the American dream for him and his family. And so he's going to join in and talk with me tomorrow. So I'm so excited. So I hope y'all tune in. If you don't tune in live, you'll be able to see it later. We're going to be right here on Chat with Trina. Again, I don't know the time. I'm sorry. But I will put out a flyer. So y'all check us out. Country Boy, I'm super excited about that. Yeah.
That's excellent.
See if there's anything else happening for me. If any of y'all are 80s babies, y'all like 80s music, I am having an 80s party. Me and my sister are having an 80s party because it is the 50th year of hip hop. And y'all know they said hip hop wasn't gonna make it past 6 months. But hip hop is here and it's here to stay. Now I ain't really into the new hip hop, but I'm talking about the 80s hip hop. This. What was this? The prep.
That's the prep.
That's what we talking about. We talking about the two live crew. We talking about LL Cool J, Run DMC. We talking about them, DJ Quick, the Sugar Hill Gang. We talking about them people. So come out. It's gonna be June the 3rd. It's gonna be a Saturday night. It's only till Friday. It's only $15 for the early bird, but after that it's $25. It includes a meal. Yeah, so we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna dress up in the 80s. It's gonna be a contest. If you don't want to come, tell somebody else. Tickets are sold on Eventbrite. You can look on my page and you'll find it. Now that one I'm excited because I'm an 80s music lover. So gonna be prizes for best dressed male, female couple. I have been donated by Myworthless2cents a couple of tickets. So if you sell 10 tickets, you get 1 ticket free. That's how I'm giving out the tickets. If you sell 10 tickets, you get your ticket free.
All right.
How about that?
All right. There it is.
So we're gonna take it out, Country Boy. I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you for.
I hope I didn't bore you with my story time.
I ain't never bored.
You better not be bored. There's no way. Look, there's no way you can be bored from that country time because oh my God, there's so much more. That was like a really hard but small version. So when you was like, and you know what I didn't say, you're absolutely right. Y'all hurt me. They hurt me. Y'all hurt me, and you're still hurting me. And it is time for me to let the hurt and the pain go because they always say that. If you continue to, what you said that the other night, that crazy saying that people say, what is the sign of insanity? Mm-hmm. Continue to do the same thing, expecting a different result. I was continuing to deal with the same people all the time, over and over, thinking that they were going to give me a chance, or they were going to start supporting me, or they were going to start being different. But these people are who they are. And so, yes, I will say, yeah, they hurt me very bad. But it's okay because I recognize it, I admit it, and now what do we do now? We move on.
Amen. But no, I want you to recant that is not okay. It is not okay. Never. When someone hurts you, it's not okay because now I'm giving them an excuse. It was okay. No.
So it's not okay, but I move on.
Yeah,
you hurt me and you didn't apologize. You never said thank you. So it's time for me to move on and take my talents elsewhere to where they will be recognized and appreciated.
And look, you know, I got 2 cents on that one. It doesn't matter if they're not appreciated anywhere else. They will not. I won't be here, so you can't appreciate them. I tell you what, I might go somewhere else. They don't appreciate them, but you ain't gonna get the opportunity.
You ain't gonna do it again. Find you another punching bag.
There you go. And somebody else might punch on me, but you ain't gonna touch me no more.
Yeah.
And
I'll still be dancing though.
There you go.
But I just won't be doing no helping.
And again, I apologize to the Chat with Trina people for y'all might not be used to.
Whatever.
But
they used to it. The ones that listen.
I say what I say to make it clear, to make it plain, crystal clear, as they say. That it is not right to hurt someone. It is not right to take someone's kindness, someone's heart, someone's love, someone's commitment. again, I don't care. I don't give two flips. If it's a relationship, if it's work, it's not right to inflict that kind of internal. See, what people look for is always external stuff. Any scars? Let me tell you, scars. The worst scars are not external; they're internal.
Internal. Yeah.
So, but
Well,
I
all
thank
right,
you.
y'all. Oh, sorry. Were you finna say something else?
I just said thank
Oh,
you for letting me come to the palace. I
thank
thank you
you
very
for
much.
joining me at the palace. I
Hey
appreciate you.
Bernice, hey Bernice in Hawaii.
No, she said she bad.
Oh, she back.
She
Oh,
bad.
okay.
So y'all, thank y'all so much. We really appreciate you, and y'all make sure that y'all, whenever I find out what time it's gonna be, y'all tune in sometime tomorrow. I don't know when, so that we're gonna talk about Tito Alarm. I will probably come on his actual birthday and talk a little bit about he and I, our story. And then Monday, what's happening Monday at 8 o'clock?
Wait,
What you laughing at?
I was gonna say, I get who's the fella coming tomorrow? Who's the fella?
Boris Miles.
He ain't never coming on my show, huh? Cause he.
I don't want to hear you. That no, we're not even discussing it. I'm just gonna say Monday at 8 o'clock. What happens, country boy?
8 o'clock. We got to speak on it. We gonna speak on. Wait, and y'all
We speaking
need
on
to be
something.
here because Monday is also my executive producer's birthday.
Are we
That's
gonna let
not.
her come on tomorrow? Is she gonna agree to come on Monday?
She ain't got no choice.
Okay.
Well,
All
she
right.
do.
You try to act like you the boss. You try to act like you the boss of her.
But but yes, Monday is her birthday. Oh,
And
you
Sunday
know,
we having a birthday party.
and Sunday we are
Woo!
having a birthday party for the executive producer at I Rise on 1960.
I get to do
Uh,
the
I don't
trampoline.
I don't know what the theme is. I'm working on it. But we're gonna have a cake and we're gonna have some stuff for the kiddos and they get to jump on the trampoline. But it don't matter because Sunday is a it is a gonna be a celebration. Daddy get the first time to
I'm so
share.
excited for you. I'm excited for me getting to be on a trampoline, but I'm really excited for Patricia Ann and you for
Yeah.
bringing my dream come true to
Oh
jump
my
on the
God.
trampoline. Seriously, Country Old Boy will be one of my guests in June. I'm having men come on in June to talk about being dad girls and dad boys, whatever they call them, boy dads, girl that whatever. Gonna come on and talk about their being a father and how it feels and stuff. So Country Boy will be one of the guests. But I just want to say to you before we get off, because we almost 2 hours in. Country Boy, I have several male friends who are really good fathers, and I adding you to the categories. I've gotten to know you, and you're such a great father. I love to see you and Patricia Ann and your little pictures. And she was so cute this weekend, her little Converse. But you're a great father, and you just keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being the person that you are. You are wonderful, and that baby is going. She can't stop saying "daddy," so she loves you, and she loves you, as you say, unconditionally. Like there's probably nothing you could do to. Yeah, you made her mad the other day about something, but
I
you
did.
told me. But she still loves you unconditionally. But keep doing what you do. I'm so happy for you. I'm excited for you to be giving her this birthday party your first time out. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun. Don't be nervous. You got
Oh,
this.
I don't know about nerves, but I'll probably cry a river.
You think you're gonna cry?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. But yeah, it and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off your deal.
mm.
It's very, I get all these memories and I have a billion pictures of when she was little and growing up and as she's been growing, I remember when she would walk, when she first started walking. I remember when yeah, I am Bernice. I remember when she used to could, when she would be underneath a table. Now she stands and, you
Oh,
know, and as she's growing taller and getting smarter, and her own person. And the one thing that I've never done is try to make her be anybody but herself.
yeah.
Just let her, y'all know now if y'all seen the video, she was trying to dance. She wants to make a TikTok. She was out there dancing. I don't know where she get that dancing stuff from. I have
I
no.
don't know where she get it
She
from. Where
must
she
get
get
that.
it
She must get that from her mama. See, because
from? She was
I don't know where she get that from. But
whatever,
it is
whatever.
it is a joy. It is a joy. And I thank God. I thank God that He chose us, and I don't take. He chose us to be the ones to watch over her because he knew that her mama had something that only she could pour into her. And he knew that there was something that I could pour into her that no one else could. And so I'm grateful that he blessed us and blessed this world with that wonderful smile who has a little attitude
Your
sometimes.
personality. I've never met Miss Patricia Ann in person, but child, she be on the phone. And oh, don't you let you said something the other day, and she says, no, that's not. It's like
Yeah,
I
oh
don't know what
yeah.
it was, but she was correcting you, whatever that was. So, well, we're excited about Patricia Ann's birthday this weekend. I'm gonna make it there. I didn't get my invitation, but I invited myself. I don't have no children to bring. I'm bringing myself. I have a great nephew, but he ain't old enough yet. But I see y'all on Sunday. I hope I get to meet some of the people, but I want to meet Patricia Ann.
We gonna have people there.
I promise that I will not jump on the trampoline until I meet Patricia Ann and say hello. But then after that, you gotta let me go get on the trampoline.
Hey, look here.
I'm gonna give you my emergency contacts.
Yeah. That's it. Hey, so y'all know the party probably gonna be like 15 minutes, and the rest of the time is gonna be trampoline for the kids. So all out here in internet land, the executive producer, my baby turns 4 years old on Monday. Sunday we are having a birthday party for her at iRise. iRise, yes, we're having a birthday party for her fourth birthday. So if you got some kids, you want to come, feel free if y'all want to come trampoline jump or whatever they do there, and bring the kids. Man, it's gonna be a great time. It is a blessing. I share this joy because she's not mine. She belongs to God. My duty is only to watch over, to protect, and to share her with the world. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna let her just smile up on the world and do what God has told her to do.
Country boy time.
Yes,
Did you
indeed.
know your daddy is the Louisiana country boy? Did you know that? Your daddy is the Louisiana country boy. Let me tell you about your daddy. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna get off. Thank y'all again for joining me in my story time. I have some really good news that I can't wait to share, and it's really hard for me not to share it, but I'm gonna share it soon. Country boy, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for stalking me so that we can become friends. Stalking me. I swear I would tell me this man reached out to me. He be sending me motivational stuff like, hey, it's motivational Wednesday or wisdom or whatever. Yeah, but anyway,
Wellness Wednesday.
Seriousness, no. Country boy is so much fun, and we went to see poetry. It was a Sunday. We went to that was really fun. Yeah, so that was fun. But we supposed to get out of here. Good night. And make sure y'all go to youtube.com/chatwithtrina. Subscribe. And when you subscribe, make sure y'all click that little bell to make sure that you know when I am uploading a new video, which will be soon because I'm out of storage. So I haven't been uploading, but they'll be uploaded soon. Look at the ones that's there.
Oh Lord.
All right, country boy.
Bye. Look, you control it. I'm just sitting here. You remember it's your show.
I had time to play with you.
I'm just here. I'm just